What's up, meta nerds? This video is all about the all-terrain Riot-Control Transport, a walker that made it through service in the Galactic Republic, through to the Age of the Empire, and even into Darth Krait's empire. Developed by Kuat Drive Yards, the same people that brought us all the other walkers, this was designed to police civilian populations, but was also sent to the front lines when needed. The AT-RCT had a top speed of 90 km per hour, or 56 miles per hour, giving it the exact same speed as the AT-ST, and makes it less than 1/6 the speed of a BARC speeder. With a height of 4.7 meters, or 15.5 feet, it was about half the height of an AT-ST, allowing it to more easily navigate through overbuilt cities. This open cockpit design allowed the citizens to see a face of security in the time of the Republic, and the obedience-demanding grills of the Stormtrooper in the time of the Empire. There was this light on the side that could flash like those found on police speeders, allowing citizens to try and get out of the way before they were trampled. But when the citizens themselves became the targets, during riots or attacks from local militias, the AT-RCT was equipped with deadly countermeasures. This forward-facing weapon was called a Suppression Cannon, which could be used to quickly lay down non-lethal rounds and stop entire mobs of people. But on the sides were a pair of military-grade double medium blaster cannons, which had a wide range of fire since they were attached to the arms that could rotate to the sides, unlike the AT-ST and the AT-AT, which could not fire at 90-degree angles from the walker. This was an incredibly important feature for policing city streets, and the combination of non-lethal and very lethal weapons gave the AT-RCT's two-man crew the option to appropriately respond to a variety of circumstances with the right degree of violence, though we should assume that these responses were escalated under the rule of Palpatine and Krait. This walker was originally employed by the Grand Army of the Republic and was seen during the Battle of Kashyyyk in the year 19 BBY, but because it was developed later in the war, perhaps as a way to make sure that the Republic held on to captured CIS planets, the AT-RCT was not as widespread as the AT-RT and the AT-AP. The Empire, on the other hand, was in the business of policing a galaxy that had just endured years of fighting, and the AT-RCT would be seen across many worlds that were coming to terms with the loss of the Republic and the Jedi Order. AT-ATs were often placed in cities with particularly unruly populations, acting as massive monoliths which testified to the power of the Emperor, but the AT-RCTs and combat assault tanks were the vehicles that would actually go up and down the streets, dealing with civilians, and silencing all forms of criminals and rebels. The AT-RCT was even called upon to capture a Jedi fugitive named Das Jenner, a Jedi Master that was leading a rebellion amongst the Nosorians, who formed the New Plimto forces. This resistance was completely destroyed, with the Jedi and his close friend being the only survivors. As Leia points out, the more the Empire tightened its grip, the more star systems slipped through its fingers, and eventually the Empire was fractured after the Battle of Endor. The Fel Empire was one of the organizations that arose from the Imperial Remnant, and they continued the use of this walker to hold on to their remaining territories. Out of the Fel Empire arose the Second Galactic Empire in the year 130 ABY, which was also known as Darth Krait's Empire. With these walkers' continued use, it means that the AT-RCT was around for over 150 years, making it one of the longest used walkers in galactic history. So that's it for the all-terrain Riot-Control Transport, and the only behind-the-scenes facts is that this walker first appeared in the comic version of Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and was also seen in the Dark Times comic series. So that's it for the AT-RCT. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you want to check out our social media, or ways that you can help support this channel, be sure to check out the description down below. If you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications. But more important than all that, remember, always pull over when you see the flashing lights of an AT-RCT, and the Force will be with you. Always.